more now. Give it. Yeah, you have another round in you, give it.
Today when we come back. Okay.
We have problems that we can't open, then we reach out to Frank.
Okay. Well, if you're interested in getting into boxing,
We have problems that we can't open, then we reach out to Frank.
okay. Well, if you're interested in getting into boxing, well, when you think about boxing as a parent, you might shy away, but boxing offers kids more than just physical activity. And no one knows more about boxing benefits than local boxing instructor Pete Santellano, local boxing instructor and youth leader of the year. Thank you so much for inviting me out here. I was watching you guys work and getting these girls a workout. I want to talk first about boxing as more than just a sport for kids, but something that molds their mind and molds their behaviors. How did you get into it, and how do you use boxing to help Fresno youth?
Well, I retired from the police department in 2006, and I'd worked 38 and a half years there, and I started under a grant. It was a mayor's gang prevention grant, and we started the boxing program then, but the grant ran out of a year and a half, 2 years. So myself and Rita have been volunteering for Fresno Pal Boxing. Now, we found that boxing is very, very popular in the Hispanic area. It's you got soccer, then you got boxing, okay? And we found that kids that come to boxing, they come in, they get disciplined. They become disciplined because they have a routine that they have to follow to become champions. One of the routines, they come in, you take a kid off the street, comes in and works out for 2 hours, 2.5 hours every day, year-round, develops discipline. It's an individual sport. It's not a team sport where you can be lazy and have the other team member carry you. This individual sport, and you learn discipline in the ring, and you learn discipline outside of the ring. And one of the reasons that you learn discipline is because you're in there sparring and you're in there fighting against another individual that's also disciplined. So we found that boxing not only gets them discipline when they go out
in the ring, but out of the ring.
Out of the ring, most of the kids develop good grades. We've had kids that come in there with straight F's. We had one kid that graduated from Sunnyside, straight A's, 4 years straight A's from an F student. These girls here have good grades here. You can tell, because not only are they disciplined in the ring, they're disciplined at home, and they're disciplined at school. So,
I like that you brought up the individual aspect of it because I played team sports. I also played some individual sports, and you have nobody else to blame for your successes or your wins other than yourself. So I think, you know, the individualness of boxing really does sort of challenge and channel some discipline in kids. And we have a big name boxer here. He was one of your students, right? Who's this?
This is Frank Aleman. He is the owner of Aleman's Boxing. He's also the president of Central Cal Boxing. Everything, amateur boxing and some professional boxing, generates out of this gymnasium. When our gym closed down due to a fire at Romaine, Frank, you know, with his good heart, he took our kids in free. You know, we had 10 kids coming here. These girls are part of the Fresno Pal boxing. So for him to volunteer, take them free, use his equipment, use his vehicle, his gas, his own money when they travel out of town to national championships. This is a guy that we depend on, and he's really, really good with the kids. He should get an award also.
I think Frank is a testament to how much, you know, when you're a boxer, how much you love the sport and how much you're willing to put into it. So I know you said Frank should have won an award. Maybe next year. I'm going to put you on the short list.
Yeah.
But you won Fresno's Youth Leader of the Year. What do you think about it?
I think it's, to me, it's a product of helping the kids. The kids are the ones that make me stay. You know, when I retired, what do you do when you're retired? Especially me, that I spent a total of 44 years in law enforcement, not with the PD, only with another department. So when you retire, you say, well, what am I going to do? You know, you have enough money to live, and what are you going to do? You're going to start another business, or you're going to go fishing, or you're going to live around home.
Yeah.
No, you get involved in a program like this, and it gives you, like it's in your career.
Right.
And then there's nothing better than helping kids. Nothing better than helping kids, see them grow, see them develop from 8 years of age that we have. Frank has them younger than that, to adulthood, you know, and there's nothing better, because you know that you're part of that. You're part of those kids. And you know, boxing, let me put one other thing. Boxing, in my gym, which we had an attendance, day attendance of 48 kids, we never had a fight argument outside of the ring, never. And we had members from different gangs, different backgrounds, you know, never have had a fight inside the gymnasium, except in the ring. And we've never had a complaint from any school about our boxers being bullies or taking advantage of kids because of the discipline.
Yeah, because if you know you get in trouble, you don't get good grades, you're not boxing anymore.
That's correct. You don't travel with us unless you have good grades. And Frank can tell you that. Frank, like I said, he has a lot of kids here. This is, you come here any day of the year, and this is packed. It's packed.
So these are some of the students, some of the boxing students, and they're going to show us a couple things.
Frank is going to do that because Frank is taking them to nationals in Texas, July 7th through what? 17th. To the 17th.
Okay.
We're trying to generate some funds.
So you ladies are all going to the nationals.
They're going to nationals.
Okay.
And it costs money, so hopefully we can get a little bit of funds so that Frank can take these kids and they can travel in a pretty good
How are you
condition.
fundraising?
We're going to start today.
Okay. Well, then we'll put the link out there. Let's get these girls ready, and then we'll do some moves.
So these are the Delgado triplets. Okay, we have Tatiana, Anissa, and Mia. They all boxing here for us since Fresno Pal closed down, and they've been here at least 2 years now, I think. And so today they're going to show you some boxing moves that we've been working on, and hopefully we'll be successful in Lubbock, Texas next month. Okay, so first we're going to show you how to block a jab, and then open your hand here so that she can counter the jab. Okay, like if you had mitts on. There it is. So it'll be throw a combination of a 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's your jab, right hand, left hook, right hand. Go slow first, you get it down. There it is. Now put it quicker. Okay. Good. Now duck under that. Okay, at the last punch, duck. There you go. Okay, now duck twice. You can do 2 punches. There you go. Okay, so same thing. Now you're gonna block the jab and counter with the right hand. Okay. So put your hand up so she can hit you, and block the jab, block it with your other hand. Block it and then counter with the right. Boom. And now duck that way. Boom, and duck under.
Okay, so those are some of the basic moves, some of the defensive moves to kind of get you into the beginnings of boxing, but I'm sure there's a lot more. I would have done it, but I'm not dressed appropriately. Yeah. One more time for me, tell people how they can find Aleman's gym, and then how we can donate to their trip to Lubbock, Texas for the Nationals.
Well, you can look on the on Google. You can Google Frank Aleman's boxing gym, and any amount will help. So we need to open Pal Boxing again, and we need to support boxing gyms like Frank, because we can't take all the kids, you know, and that's why we count on Frank. Takes the kids that we can't, and when we have problems that we can't open, then we reach out to Frank.
Okay, well, if you're interested in getting into boxing, Aleman's gym is here. We're going to put all the links to donate to their trip to the Nationals on our website. Frank, Rita, Pete, ladies, thank you so much. Good luck. So like you heard there, Frank Aleman is taking 15 boxers, including the Delgado triplets from the PAL boxing program, to the 2021 Olympics in Lubbock, Texas, July 6th through the 18th. Frank does a lot of this with his own money and time, so they've set up a GoFundMe page. You can see the link there on the screen. Their goal is $7,000, but any little bit helps, and we wish all of the boxers luck. We'll be rooting for you. Coming up next.
Work harder.
22.5 years for the death of George Floyd. The sentence was just handed down by Hampton County.
have to throw as he's coming into you, because you're not be able to reach him from right there. Unless you move your feet, plant your feet and throw as he comes in. Plant your feet right there, let him come in and throw as he's coming in. Otherwise, you're not going to reach him. You gotta get your pace up. You gotta throw more punches. You gotta pick up your pace. You have to throw, Eric.